So here's something you don't see every day. This is the 747 that carried the space shuttle. And up top there, that space shuttle, I believe, is the one that used to be at Kennedy Space Center. I'm here at Space Center Houston today. This here is the H1 engine. About 8 of them power the first stage of the Saturn 1 and the Saturn 1B. It's a little smaller up close than I thought. You got your 2 turbo pumps up there being fueled. This ran on liquid kerosene and liquid oxygen, as it says right here. Here we have what I believe to be a J2 engine. This one ran on liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. It has seen some better days. Yep, that is a J2. This powered there were 5 of them on the second stage of the Saturn V and 1 of them on the third stage of the Saturn V. Also on the second stage of the Saturn 1 and Saturn 1B also had a single one of these. But that dwarfs in comparison to this. The F5 engine. 5 of these powered the first stage of the Saturn V rocket. This ran on kerosene and oxygen. Another cool thing about the Falcon 9 is these grid fins right here. They help steer the rocket as it's coming down through supersonic entry and eventually comes in land. If you can see these videos here, you can see they're steering, they're adjusting. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they fail and the rocket spins a little bit. That's always fun. These here are the landing legs. Right before touchdown, these are going to be closed up, ready, but as soon as it's firing its entry landing, they're going to spread out, they're going to pedal out, and they're going to be ready right as the rocket's coming to touchdown. Check out the size of this engine. It took 4 of these things to get enough power to get that shuttle off the runway and flying across the country from California back to Florida.
Around you or on your back, the world's first untethered spaceflights. And we sent 2 of our mission specialists outside.
Up here are the 5 J2 engines powering the second stage, the S2 stage. Yep, down there's S4B. Yep, this is S2. So here are the 5 J2 engines powering the S2 stage. We're missing the inner stage here. Actually, I don't think any display has the inner stage of between the S1 and the S2 stages. Look at all the equipment and wiring that went into this. Just
if it spins, it works.
why don't you tell us what we're looking at here?
This is the engine of an SR-71, one of 2 engines that would be used to power the damn things, producing an ungodly amount of force and capable of taking the SR-71 to speeds in excess of Mach 3.3. Absolute beast of a machine. Somebody knocked the main fuel control sign off of where it goes because they're rude. That one too. At Mach 3.2. But the inside of this looks like the engine bell of a friggin' rocket engine. But this is a jet engine. It's insane. Yeah, I think the configuration it's in right now, I think this is how it would be set for traveling at its top speed. I think at lower speeds, this would close more.
You're breaking the rules, Richard.
I would have been too tall.
Now just think, you would have had a pressure suit and everything on top of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have fit. I barely have enough space.
I don't think that'll work.
But it's all green.
There's a lock at the bottom.
I mean, I could just step over it.
Yeah, you would fit in there. Cause see how the seats,
Oh, yeah.
where the seat back is?
Yeah. Did you know that no Blackbird ever flew over the landmass of Russia or China?
Officially. Because they might have, we just don't know.
Operational A-12 and SR-71 reconnaissance missions around the world. Over 100 surface-to-air missiles were fired at the Blackbirds. None were ever shot down. Control thing that we could totally get into if we wanted to break rules.
The first flight simulator.
1931.
Let's take a look at a 1931 simulator. Oh, I remember this because they all had the radioactive symbol on them, or the radiation symbol. Because of what they used, I believe, for the illumination. So where are we going now?
Inside a 737. I don't know which one. I didn't read the plaque, so I don't. Oh, it might tell us. There's a hole.
No, they won't let you take it off.
There's a keypad. 6 digits. You think we can crack it?
I wouldn't put our money on it.
There's something in it that's gross.
Leftover coffee?
The emergency off?
Yep, or the alarm.
I don't think so. It doesn't look like it's plugged into anything.
It's actually empty inside.
How do you know?
Look through the hole.
Oh.
Got your local remote switch. I recognize those. We work with those all the time. Wait, was that a... That's not how these switches would work. They would stay in one position. Alright, Richard, you're our tour guide.
Oh, wow. That's not at all intimidating. Look, a Saturn V. And then a mock-up of the lunar lander and the, crap, what's it called?
Command
Service
module?
mod- command
the,
module.
the CSM, Command Service
CSM.
Module.
Yeah. Yeah. From the Apollo 7. That is right over here.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, right?
No, 7 was the very first flight of the Apollo capsule with humans on board.
So it just went to orbit and then came back down.
It went to Earth orbit, they tested everything out. The astronauts actually got sick and kind of mutinied against Mission Control at some point because Mission Control was trying to get them to do a lot of stuff they weren't feeling good. They're like, no, we need a break. You guys are pushing us too hard.
He told us what caused that on that window last time we were here.
I don't remember
It
what
was like a mirror or something, but light did that from something.
It was like they had a light like on it or like pointed at it for so long it like warped the window.
Yeah. Then to space. This surface touched vacuum. Please do not touch the Apollo door.
Oops. We're not touching the door.
I really want to. Were these bars here? I feel like those bars weren't there.
Yeah, those bars are there for support.
Really? Damn.
It was in the other ones too. Look at the mechanisms on that door, though.
Pretty wild. Not enough space. Too much stuff, not enough space. Absolutely wrecked heat shield.
You can kind of see how it's a little bumpy and it's not entirely...
Each capsule was only used once, right?
Yes, these are not reusable.
That kind of sucks. Car engine.
I mean, an engine's an engine, right?
I mean, no. What is this behemoth? Can you tell me? The BA-810 rocket engine from Beale Aerospace. Looks pretty big. Still not the biggest rocket engine we've ever seen in person.
This thing's bigger than the F1, I think.
Really? That's lame. Missiles going here. LAU-69 rocket pack. Nineteen 2.75-inch FFAR rockets. And then these are just bombs.
Moving the stick.
Mm-hmm. Or a leaner fuel mixture to save fuel.
It also depends on the air outside of like your altitude and stuff, so
Yeah.
you need to adjust your fuel.
Tab control. Okay, wait a minute.
This nose up and down.
Oh, that's really hard to move. I think that controls these.
I don't think that's it.
What are these? Ryan PT-22.
I don't know, but I think it's German.
Do not touch or move the propellers, but I wanna. Look how close it is. Flying pancake.
Oh, it was US. For some reason I thought it was German. That is a big flag. Alright, we're gonna test your memory. What do you remember about this aircraft?
Oh god. Isn't there a whole video that you took?
I took some pictures. I don't think I took a whole video. Apparently it's dripping, but
Oh, apparently it is dripping everywhere. I don't remember nearly enough.
what do you remember about these things they added in?
It was an afterthought. But it was because of
The way the air was hitting the back
air was
things?
hitting the back fins.
But they actually used it as lineup targets when they're flying a formation.
And then there's something somewhere else. I think it's right here under this sheet
Yeah.
where it has golf ball dimpling
Yep.
to disrupt the airflow before it enters the engine bay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a missile mount.
We're leaving the Frontiers of Flight Museum. Richard says we can't have that. I'm sad about it, but it is what it is.
I don't think it'll fit in the car.
It'll fit on the roof, maybe.
I want to get it in.
It says Beale Aerospace right on the side. Whoa! Don't die.
Jesus Christ, I didn't realize that was there. I was wondering why my foot wasn't fucking moving.
Well, we've got a metal thing right up top here, at least.
This thing was damaged.
Oh yeah, look at those pits in it. It is fiberglass. At
The
least
whole thing is fiberglass, it's not metal.
what's interesting too is it doesn't have, well, a lot of the other engine belts have like any like cooling vents or anything, so it must not have gotten nearly as hot.
Yeah. I wonder if that's due to the fiberglassness.
Maybe. It was definitely fired.
No biggie.
What do you think this is?
Part of a fuselage?
There's where the throttle was, it looks like. Why does this look like it could be part of like an X-Wing or something? There's a transformer there. Push. I can't tell what it reads. It says push something something. But yeah. You think so?
I have no idea. That would be my guess.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more cool stuff like this.